Get on your horses, folks. Let's get on here. Come on, get on your horse and let's ride on out. Hey everybody, PaxNews.com on location in Houston, Texas. We're at the Downtown Aquarium, and this is where Brand USA's Canadian MegaFam is wrapping up. This is a multi-city, multi-state experience, and it gives travel advisors an opportunity to discover America in a whole new way. And joining us from Brand USA is Casey and Jackie. Howdy, partners.
Howdy, partner. How are you?
Howdy, partner.
Wait. We can't do the interview like this. We got to dress this up a little. This is Texas. What do we got here? There we go. Let's give me a good yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! There we go. Now we can do this. Brand USA's MegaFam. It's as intense as it sounds. Tell me what it's all about.
So the MegaFam is one of Brand USA's signature travel trade activities. Since Brand USA came into its inception in 2011, we have run MegaFams where we bring large groups of travel agents, very carefully selected travel agents, I may add, usually 60 to 100 to the United States. We divide them up into 6 different itineraries. They explore the diverse corners of the United States, and then we bring them all together, all 6 groups, to one finale city, one finale destination. And this year is our first Canadian MegaFam. So we are thrilled to be here with 55 amazing agents and the partnership with Air Canada and United Airlines. And we are in Houston, Texas for the finale.
They've been all over America. Casey was leading one. I was with Casey on an amazing itinerary in Wyoming and Colorado. Where else did the agents go?
So we had an agent on an itinerary in California, which was into Burbank, Anaheim, and then San Diego. We had an Arizona and Nevada itinerary, which was Phoenix, Flagstaff, Las Vegas. And then there was our itinerary, obviously, which was we flew into Denver, Fort Collins, then Cheyenne, Wyoming. Then we had a New Orleans, Lake Charles, Lafayette, Galveston. And then we had Washington, D.C., Annapolis, Maryland, and Philadelphia. And one more, Chicago, Springfield, St. Louis, and Louisville, Kentucky.
Why was it important for you to engage with the Canadian trade?
Canada is an incredibly important market for Brand USA, for all of the United States. It's our #1 international market into the US. And it's, I think the pandemic made everyone have a little bit of a reset on how important that market is. And first and foremost, we don't ever want to take Canadian visitation for granted. And second, we feel that although many people consider Canada, our neighbor to the north, kind of more of a consumer market, we feel really strongly that there's an opportunity to inspire the travel trade to talk about the USA in a different way. Canadians often think they know the United States, but we want to really inspire them to visit the gateways, but also get beyond the gateways and go to those hidden gems that are so culturally rich and diverse and so different from Canada.
You said it right. Like, you think you know the United States, but clearly after doing what we did this past week, I don't know anything. We did some fantastic things. I mean, just on our itinerary alone, we started in Denver, an amazing city, the mile-high city because it's 1 mile above sea level. The food, the dining, there's Michelin star restaurants. Even the non-Michelin ones were fantastic. Sports Central there. Actually, I think they have 5 or 6 teams. Depending, there's sports for everyone there. You want lacrosse, hockey, you'll find it.
We went and saw the Avalanche play against the Winnipeg Jets. The outcome for the Americans was not too good. They lost 7-0.
Kicked their butts. We were not very popular in the arena that day. There was just like 10 Canadians, and the rest were Colorado Avalanche fans.
It was a beatdown. It was an absolute beatdown, yes.
Of course, you got the mountains there, so Denver is a great base camp if you want to start there.
And then you go off into the Rocky Mountains. We're just right over to the west of you there.
Then 20 minutes away, we went to Red Rocks, those amazing sandstone rock formations. There's the famous amphitheater there, the park. That was fantastic. And then on the way to Fort Collins, small town, a beer capital, tons of cycling. We did an e-biking adventure.
30 breweries in Fort Collins. 30
yeah.
breweries in Fort Collins.
Yeah. After that, the landscape changed. We went into Wyoming to Cheyenne, small town, only about 65,000 residents. But in July, during Frontier Days, this is one of it is the world's largest outdoor rodeo and Western celebration. They get 500,000, and we saw some amazing wildlife. We hopped on a train and fed some bison. You don't get to do that every day.
And then ate some bison later on.
No comment. My apologies to the vegans out there, but no. But that's it. You will find the best steak you've probably ever had. It's a steak loving state, and we really met some very friendly people. And I think one of the highlights was actually because it's so rooted in the Old West. They have experiences where you can dress up like you're from the Old West. So we put on some old period costumes, did some amazing fun photographs. Who were you dressed up as? The sheriff?
I was the outlaw cowboy.
Or
tried to be anyway, yeah.
I think I was the banker, at least that's what I was going for. But it was a fantastic experience. And once we got back into the city, we were talking how much we missed all that open space. So if you're looking to get away and unplug, Wyoming's where it's at.
Decompress. It is the place to be for sure.
Yeah. Well, we talked to some travel advisors to get their opinion on the trip. Here's what they had to say.
Oh my God, we had such a fabulous time. My group went to California. We had agents from all across Canada on our group, and we just embraced everything from being total strangers on the first day to now being like we've known each other forever.
Because we're in Canada, we grow up with American history. We see it on our news channels. We hear about this state, that state, this state, but we don't think about it as a place to send our clients. Our itinerary took us to Washington. All you ever think of is Washington's about politics. There's enough of that going on right now. It's in the news all the time. They took us to these amazing places that are there.
We went to Louisiana. I mean, I love coming to the States. I just do. But everybody who lives in these individual parishes and these cities loves where they live. They've been there for years, the generations, so it makes you want to learn more and experience more and come back.
So as you can see, I think people really had a really good time on this experience. What do you want the takeaway to be from all the attendees who are here?
The takeaway from me is that you really don't know the U.S. till you've really tried to explore the hidden back roads of the country. I've lived in the U.S. for over 30 years, don't even pretend to know half of it, and there's always an amazing experience.
Casey?
Jackie nailed it. And it really is. And, there is something for everyone. Yeah. I'll keep it short and sweet. There's something for everyone in the United States.
Well, on that note, why don't we ride on out of here? Get on your horses, folks. Let's get on here. Come on, get on your horse, and let's ride on out.